Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another reaction video with yours truly. In today's reaction video, we're going to be switching things up. We are going to be watching a short video of cartoon characters that gave us a reality check, courtesy of Cartoon Wisdom. Without further ado, let's watch the video. Let's react to this.
Hey, what's your problem, Shrek? What you got against the whole world anyway, huh?
Look, I'm not the one with the problem, okay? It's the world that seems to have a problem with me. People take one look at me and go, "Ah, help, run! A big, stupid, ugly ogre." They judge me before they even know me. That's why I'm better off alone.
I don't see anyone smiling. You pick up a job to buy a house or raise kids or to impress your dad. You work away your life, and what does it get you?
Smiles and faces?
No. You get cash. Cash that can't buy back what the job takes.
But I got a question.
What's that?
Well, if just being born is the greatest act of creation, then what are you supposed to do after that? Isn't everything that comes next sort of a disappointment? Slowly entropying until we deflate into a pile of mush?
Like if I'm not having an awesome day, suddenly I'm the negative one. Usually when people ask how I'm doing, the real answer is I'm doing shitty. But I can't say I'm doing shitty because I don't even have a good reason to be doing shitty. So if I say I'm doing shitty, then they say, why? What's wrong? And I have to be like, I don't know, all of it. So instead, when people ask how I'm doing, I usually say, I am doing so great.
Oh, what's the use? Every day the same old thing. Life is an endless succession of failures and disappointments.
Well, look on the bright side, Plankton. If all your hopes and dreams finally came true, then you wouldn't have anything left to look forward to.
Listen, Jerry, I don't want to overstep my bounds or anything. It's your house, it's your world, you're a real Julius Caesar. But I'll tell you how I feel about school, Jerry. It's a waste of time. Bunch of people running around, bumping into each other. Guy up front says 2 + 2. People in the back say 4. Then the bell rings. They give you a carton of milk and a piece of paper that says you can go take a dump or something. I mean, it's not a place for smart people, Jerry. I know that's not a popular opinion. That's my 2 cents on the issue.
Kiss, but you still have to go.
Why?
Son, we all have to do things we don't want to. Like have jobs and families and responsibilities and having to be Mr. Funny all the time. You think I wouldn't rather be living nude in the forest like some ancient pagan, just dancing around playing the pan flute?
Suddenly you realize you'll never have the good relationship you wanted. And as long as they were alive, even though you'd never admit it, part of you, the stupidest goddamn part of you, was still holding on to that chance. And you didn't even realize it until that chance went away.
It is not for the faint of heart. You must be imaginative, strong-hearted. You must try things that may not work. And you must not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from. Your only limit is your soul. What I say is true. Anyone can cook, but only the fearless can be great. I let her go.
Yes. Splendid. You... what? How could you do that?
I had to.
Yes, but why?
Because I love her.
Personally, I believe that you always have to be looking forward to something. You always have to find a reason to keep fighting. I remember playing The Last of Us Part 1, and there's a cutscene where Joel says you keep finding a reason to fight. You have to keep moving forward. And when I used to watch cartoons when I was a kid, you really didn't think about what the characters were saying. You know, like when I was watching Shrek, you saw how Donkey wanted to get to know Shrek, while Shrek always kept Donkey kind of at a distance. As I got older, I started to understand how Shrek saw his world. Prime example would be live streaming. There are times where I'm streaming and somebody will tune into the chat and they'll say, "Oh, I can't believe you're still playing this game. People don't like this type of content no more. Oh, like may the gods help you," and things like that. For me, I've always taken things like that with a grain of salt, because I know that in this world there are going to be hundreds of thousands of people who just won't understand where I'm coming from. They won't understand the things that I say, and they'll say, "Oh, sometimes you just sound stupid." In this world, whether it be a friend, whether it be a foe, whether it be a family member, whether it be a spouse, not everyone is going to see things in this world the way that you see it. Now, to connect that to cartoons, I've watched cartoons as a kid all the time. Cartoon Network, Toonami, I was watching cartoons heavy. As I got older and when I made it to high school, that's when all of the videos started coming out. And then people would say things like, "Oh, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage has anxiety." And for me, I'm like, bro, I was just watching Courage the Cowardly Dog and he was solving mysteries. I wasn't looking too deep into it. As you get older, you just kind of see these things. Someone like Shrek really does benefit from having someone like Donkey in his circle. The reason being is because Donkey and Shrek are like polar opposites in personality when they first meet, right? Shrek looks at the world in a black and white setting and is like, bro, no one's trying to get to know me. No one is trying to get that understanding. They judge me before they even know me. And that's why I'm better off alone. It is nice that Donkey was, like that positive ball of energy, because it gave Shrek an opportunity to kind of just see things differently. But it also helped that when he would push Donkey away, he kept coming back. Now, I have to say that for me in my personal life, that I'm fortunate enough to kind of have a small friend circle, right? And the only reason why I have the friend circle that I have today is because the people that are associated with me, that I have come to be comfortable with, are persistent in the sense of, even though I say no, they're always around, and they've always just been there. And I think that they kind of understood how I responded to my environment, and for some reason kept me in the loop. And then eventually I'm like, you know what? Y'all want to go out? Sure, why not? Let's go out. Let's have fun. And like till this day, I hang out with these people till this day. When we talk about jobs and when we talk about doing something that you don't necessarily want to do, in the world that we live in today, you don't have much of a choice. I'm not saying that beggars can't be choosers, but what I'm saying is, when it's time for you to commit to the grind, when it's time for you to make progress and make waves in the ocean of life, you have to make do with what you have. And the best course of action that you can take is, you have to be consistent. You have to have a certain level of discipline, especially when it comes down to doing something that you would rather not do. I used to work in security, and sometimes I'll say that I used to work in administration. I was an administrative assistant. They're technically one and the same, because I was answering phones, I was greeting honorary guests, so I was doing things like that. I was like the first person that people see when they would walk into the building. For me, I didn't. There came a time where I appreciated the job, and then I started to not like it. And for me, I'm like, look, even though I don't like this job right now, I have to keep moving forward, and I can't just abandon it, because I know what I want to do in the long term. And in order for me to do what I really want to do, I have to be comfortable with doing the things that I don't want to do right now. I do think that at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you just have to make sure that you build your mental capacity and just stay strong, because I really do think that there are a lot of people in this world that are doing things that they don't want to do because of the ties that bind them to the situations that they're in. They can't leave. And you have no idea how many times I've heard people tell me, even at the job that I work now, Josh, you have to figure out what you want to do. You have to figure out where you want to go from here, because I don't want you to be trapped here like me. And I've heard that so many times, and then I feel the pain from everyone that has ever said that to me, because I know that I know that when that moment happens, and I've been there before, it's like, bro, I'm sick of this. I don't want to be here no more. I'm about to just get up and walk out. Like, I need to figure out what to do. I need to take a break. I need to take a day off. I'm out for the day. I know that for me, because so many people have said that to me, and they said, you know, Josh, you got to figure out what you want to do. Because they've said that, I've always taken that to heart, and I feel as though it's mandatory for me to respect those words and to respect other people's wishes for me to do better. And the reason for that is because I do not want to be stuck in a job when I know that I want to leave. When I know that I want to just get out there, do more, do better, be more valuable to myself and be more valuable to the world that I am growing into. I do not want to be stuck. I don't want to feel trapped because I hate repetition. Waking up, eat, go to work, go to sleep, waking up, eat, go to work, go to sleep. But I cannot stand I cannot stand the repetition and having no way out of that. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you guys appreciated this reaction video. And my parting message for you guys would be just enjoy yourselves, have fun, have a great time, enjoy what you like to do. And if you're in that situation where you're not quite there yet and you're dealing with scenarios, situations, and jobs where it's like, bro, like I'm kind of sick of this, I would just say, look, stick with it, stay motivated, stay dedicated, rock out, and then just keep applying yourself, because you may not like the job that you work now, but this is only a stepping stone to where you really want to be and where you're going to be in the future. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Grubby. We will see you guys in the next reaction video.